Hello, hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy halfway to the weekend. That's what way I like to look at it. Anyway, say hi as you're hopping on. I know this is not my normal time, but it's Technology Wednesday, y'all. Anyway, I'm Sherry with Hearts and Halos, and I normally go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Eastern time. But on Wednesdays, for the time being, I have training. So anyway, say hello as you're hopping on. I hope some of you are going to pop in. We're gonna make a couple of gifts today because y'all, I feel like it is never too early to get started making gifts. Anyway, say hey, say hi, so I know that I'm gonna be able to see comments. Anyway, it's been a busy, crazy kind of a day already. You know what? I'm wondering, yes, I did. Did I go live on the right page? Hold on one second. Speaking of technology, I gotta get my technology going. There we are. I am on the right page. Whew. Okay, let me just get this turned on. And we are good to go. Whew. Look, thank you. It says Doodle Mom, and look, it looks just like Roxy. Is that the cutest sweatshirt ever? I just got it and I absolutely love it. Hello, Diana. I hope you are feeling better. Hi, Mary. So happy you caught me too. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Gina. Oh, thanks. Just got my hair done. I cut it shorter. I got to get it. I'm going to try to make it look more messy and crazy and sassy. But thank you, Gina. And Gina, did you get the bajillion messages I sent you? I did not mean to inundate you with all that info, but I was just trying to help, friend. Just trying to help. Hey, Peggy. Thank you. Oh, hey, Sandy. I did put in my broadcast channel that it would be around 4. Anyway, hello, Cindy. So happy to see you guys. Hooray. All right, so we're going to make some gifts today, you guys. Well, you know, nothing crazy, but I like giving wine in personalized, homemade, sorry, this light's blinding me. There's a ring light over there. Because if I don't have that on, then this whole side of my face is dark. Anyway, the trials and tribulations of social media. So, thank you. Isn't it the cutest? I love it. It's so funny too, because I had to run out to the store and all these doodle owners are running up saying, oh, where'd you get that shirt? I got it online. It was something just popped. Well, I do belong to several doodle sites. I'm a bit obsessed. Anyway, so Facebook just sends me things doodle related. But anyway, I absolutely love it. My son, I'm like, look, it looks just like Roxy. My son's like, it looks like every doodle on the planet, Mom. Okay, good, Gina. I'm so glad. Let me know if you need any help. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Facebook can be a little infuriating. Hello, Miss Denise. How are you? It was nice chatting with you earlier. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make some wine bags. These are finally back in stock, y'all. They were sold out, and these are really nice. They are super high quality, and I love the fact that they're so neutral. Anyway, heavy duty. Hey, Peggy, so happy. See you guys. Thank you so much for the hearts, friends. I really have to figure out how to get that turned back on because I really love sending y'all hearts. Hello, Trish. All right, so we have a couple of options here. Doodles are so cute. They are the best. We're definitely doing this one because my friends are all winos. And I mean that in the loveliest and the kindest sense. Speaking of, say hello. Say hello. Oh my goodness. That face, you guys, it melts my heart. Even when she eats moles. Anyway, we're gonna do this one. I know it's backwards, but it says he sees you when you're drinking. You know, it's supposed to be he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Anyway, and it's got like a little Santa suit and it fits perfectly on the wine bottle. So anyway, we're totally gonna do this one. Then the other one on this one is Making Spirits Bright. And it's really, really pretty. It's got the holly, so it's more classic kind of whatever, but it's super pretty. Hi, Roxy, they're saying hello. And then these are neutral. Neutral meaning not necessarily holiday related. This one says cheers, and it's got 2 like champagne glasses. This one says celebrate, and it's got one of those kind of old-fashioned kind of champagne glasses with that adorable bow. And then this one is so cute, and I think would make a really good tea towel too. Life happens, wine helps. These are my girlfriends to a T. Anyway, so other than he sees you when you're drinking, because I have another wine bag up here. Other than the He Sees You When You're Drinking, do you want to do another one that says Making Spirits Bright and keep it both? I guess we could do both sides and keep it really like, you know, holiday seasonal. Oh, Debbie, you're sick with bronchitis. I'm so sorry. Get better soon, friend. Get better soon. Anyway, you have to be careful because it has one of those little packets inside that I get so afraid the dog will get a hold of. What are those for? Absorbing moisture? Is that what they're for? Or for just driving dog and animal parents crazy? So anyway, so tell me in the comments, you guys, should we do both of these and keep it like Christmas present-y? And thank you for sprinkling. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Yeah, prayers for Debbie who's battling with bronchitis. That is no fun. No fun at all. Or do you want me to do one of these fun neutrally ones? Like cheers, celebrate, life happens, wine helps. Tell me. Do you like life, celebrate, cheers, or holiday? Tell me in the comments. But we're definitely doing He Sees You When You're Drinking. So y'all got to help me out with this. And, oh, the word for the day is wine. W-I-N-E. Moisture control, it is. They are scary. I hate those little things. Anyway, the word for today to get the supplies is wine. W-I-N-E. My book club reads wine labels. I don't know if I don't remember that one. You said the word wine, Mary, so I was going to send you my links. Sorry. I probably should have come up with a more creative word. Sometimes words escape me, so I went for easy. I don't know. I'll have to search for that, Mary. I was in a book club once with my girlfriends, and it really ended up being a wine club. It was really fun, though. I actually just started a pseudo book club with my girlfriend, Debbie. And she's my girlfriend from the South, and she says her name is Debbie. Like 3 syllables, Debbie. Well, I guess that's 2. Claudetta says Christmas. Hey, Joanne. Joanne, you would have been so proud of me. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and it was the biggest Hobby Lobby haul I have ever done. Hope my husband's not on here. I spent $300, and everything was 50% off. My entire trunk was filled. I had so much fun because when I go get my hair done, it's 40-something minutes away, but it's right across the street from Hobby Lobby. So I was just like a kid in a candy shop. So I got so much ribbon. The ribbon, the Christmas stuff is 50% off, y'all. All the Christmas ribbon, all the Christmas picks, everything, 50% off for Christmas and for fall. Boy, did I do. I did well, man, well. Anyway, I'm scoring these so we can decide. You bought 3 of the chalk spot things that were buy 2, get 1 free. That's not possible, Debbie. I'll help you when we hop off of here. And thank you for reminding me. The chalk spot are the tags that I use all the time. Today is the last day for buy 2, get 1 free. You got to put all 3 in your cart at the same time. You put all 3 in your cart at the same time, and one of them will be zeroed out. So if you buy 3, get 1 free. If you buy 6, you get 2 free. So it works like that. And it's a fantastic deal, you guys. Oh, and today and tomorrow only. I don't know why I'm doing that, like I'm a mime. That's amusing. Today and tomorrow only is free shipping on orders of $50 or more. Today and tomorrow only, free shipping. Free shipping is like my jam. And anyway, just wanted to let y'all know that. Oh, and today is also the last day. Gotta get all my business out of the way, y'all. I do run a business. Sometimes I forget. This is the last day to be able to get the Jolene ink, which we're gonna use today. It's beauteous. It's gorgeous. Free shipping today and tomorrow on orders of $50 or more. And then today's the last day for the chalk spot sales. They're really, really good. Those chalk spot pieces, you guys, will make fantastic gifts. I should have brought them out here to show you what they look like. They're the tags. I use them all the time. They're the tags. They come unfinished, but they're fantastic. And if you say the word spot, S-P-O-T, or if you say the word wine, you'll get all of the information delivered to your messenger. So anyway, y'all have not really told me. I saw it's 70 or more for Jolene, 75 Peggy. If you're a designer, it's 45. It's beauteous. All right, so I need to score this one. Oops, lost my scorer. Then contact customer service, Debbie. Or I can help you when I hop off of here. But the check closes at 3, so I'll have to wait till tomorrow. They'll fix it, don't worry. Our customer service is fantastic. If there's ever a boo-boo, and you know, everybody makes boo-boos. Things happen. They are so good about fixing things and refunding things, and just, I started in customer service back in the day, right after I graduated from college. So I am very, very aware of customer service, and they are by far the best I have experienced. Just saying. Yeah, so when you get my message for the wine, it's called, I think I called it wine bag kit. There's also there's a thing on there that says spot for this spot sale. And then there's a thing that says perks if you want to be a perks member and get 30% off all the time. So it's all in there. I try to make it easy. That's why I'm taking my technology classes. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do, y'all. Got to stay up on these things, and I am not good at it. All right, what am I doing? Oh, and we also have to finish this. This is what we did on Monday. We still have that bottom row to go. And you guys, the bundle for this organizer and the stencil is sold out, but you can still get them separately and it's the same price. So I changed out the link. If you say 12, TWELVE, you can still get it, but the stencil is low quantity. And once it sells out, they're not restocking because it's, it's seasonal. My water's about to fall. But anyway, I bought all kinds of fun things to decorate that with. That was my whole idea, or my whole reason to go to Hobby Lobby. Debbie, don't worry about it. I'll get it fixed. It's fine. I will get it fixed. I promise you. All right, let me just show you this one thing because I think it's so gorgeous. This is on sale for 50% off, and it's $5.99 to begin with. So you get this for $3. Look at this garland. I'm thinking of putting it on our little organizer. It's little disco balls and intertwined with ribbon. It is beautiful, you guys. So this is what I'm thinking. Ooh, all of my ink's flying everywhere. I was thinking about using it like just as decoration to like make the gold like, ooh, elegant, pretty. So, okay, have fun, Claudetta. Anyway, I just thought they come in all different colors. I got the gold one and I got a white one too. They also had silver and whatever, but all of that was $3. And then these are also the things. These are my helpful hints from Heloise. This is how you buy beads, you guys. This is how you buy beads. They're already, hey Deb, they're already, okay, $5, 50% off. You get this many beads already colored for $2.50. This is how I buy my beads. They have black, this is considered Christmas. Anyway, they have black, they have red, they have white. They also had some natural colored ones, but you guys, it was in kind of near where the pics were, Joanne. Not that you won't be going back anytime soon. You cracked me up. I was thinking about you. I almost sent you a message with a picture and said, guess where I am? I was so excited. Anyway, we're gonna start off with this one, and then you guys gotta tell me what to do next. You think you have that garland in your Christmas closet? Oh, it's so pretty. I was so excited when I saw it because I want something to bling up my organizer. I want it to be blingy, and then I'm going to do a second one that's like fun and colorful. That's my thoughts anyway. All right, so we need an ink mat. I'm going to put an ink mat, and I cut mine up because I have a plethora. Anyway, I cut them up so that you can put them in. You could also cut a piece of cardboard. Oh, you can do Hobby Lobby. You do Hobby Lobby online, Donna? I have never done that. I don't know why I just sent you a message, Donna. I have no idea what word you used. Maybe I'm not getting good at technology. I try, y'all. I try. I try to make it easy and simple. I'm doing the best that I can. Hey, Susan. All right. It doesn't have to be all the way at the bottom, you guys, because I don't think the design goes all the way. But this, the chalk, what are they called? ink mats, sticky mats, whatever you want to call them, are really awesome because they make your surface, like if you have wrinkles, they just make it nice and taut and they keep things from bleeding through. And the inks are, especially because I'm going to use some Jolene and black, both of which are very highly pigmented. So they tend to go through and you don't want it bleeding through to the other side in case you want to make a double-sided bag. And these are really nice and thick though. So that's a good thing. But anyway, do y'all think that's funny? He sees you when you're drinking. My girlfriends are going to love it. They'll get a kick out of it. Now, when you're working, if you're new around here, these are reusable silk screen stencils, and they're very sticky on one side. Normally, we fuzz them on a fuzz cloth to make them a little bit less sticky. Pardon me. But when you're working on fabric, you don't have to do that because the fabric is, in fact, you know, you're sticky. So I'm going to put it down a little. Oh, gosh, it is going to take up the whole thing, y'all. Wow. Wowza. That's a long one. All right, it might get tricky down here at the bottom. I might have to cut my ink mat a little bit better. I'll put that a little bit more. Can you hear the wind out there, y'all? Woo, it's blustery. My son said he didn't know what the word blustery was. I said, you have never heard the word blustery when I said it's blustery out today? I thought that was amusing. He looked at me like I had 3 heads when I said it's blustery out. Doesn't blustery mean kind of windy and... You like my side effects? All right, this down here might be tricky. Tricky, tricky. I wonder how I can get that flat. I'm trying to see, because it's kind of sticking. My ink mat is not on that side. So let's do, you know what? I know what I'll do. I will just alter my ink mat so that it fits better. I'm gonna cut the corners off. See, there's always a solution, y'all. Just gotta kind of think through it. We'll see if it worked. I'm thinking I'm like being brilliant, and it may not work, but it may. Because otherwise, it was all wobbly down at the bottom. It worked. Sorry, y'all, I'm in a very goofy mood today. Bear with me. Is it blustery there too? So blustery, it means like, there's even an emoji for blustery. Oh, I have to look that up and show him. He looked at me like I was making up words. That's what I thought. All right, so now, here's the question. I'm gonna do the Santa suit in Jolene. I really wanna sing that song, but I would never do that to y'all. I like you too much. And I know it's kind of, I'm trying to decide, should I do that or should I do just red? I'm doing it in Jolene. I'm just gonna be a little bit crazy because it's so beautiful. So we're gonna do Jolene, and then for this right here, I'm gonna do black because that's his belt. And I think I'm gonna do the words, he sees you when you're drinking, also in black. And then the little buttons we'll do in black, or maybe we'll just do the whole thing in red. I don't wanna make it too difficult. And then, should I want me to do the holly in green and the little, what do you call them? My words are escaping me all. Berries, ding, 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 in Jolene. Are y'all singing that song? Hello, Pam. So what do y'all think for that plan? You think that's a plan, Stan? Black for the words. Put these over here. I meant to get my, this doesn't seem like it's down very well, but that's okay. And then we'll do Meadow. Hey, Pat, what do y'all think? What do you think of that plan, Stan? Those colors, or keep it more simple? You could literally just do the whole thing in black, but I'm not gonna do that. Heck no. All right, we'll do he sees you when you're drinking in black. You're an all one color gal, easy. Hey, Teresa. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go a little bit more cray-cray. Not that it's crazy, but it's kind of close to the edges, but I'm gonna be brave and not tape. And I know I say this over and over and y'all are probably sick of hearing me, but when you're working with ink, it will stick in your heads. Sorry. Oh, Peggy, I won't sing it. Trust me. I would never do that to y'all. Anyway, I always say light touch when you're working with ink. Always light touch. Just let it glide. Let it glide like butter. Let it glide like butter. What are y'all making for dinner? I need ideas. I made shepherd's pie last night and it was delicious. Let me just say, if I do say so myself. I made it with ground lamb and oh my goodness, it's my son's favorite. He was so excited. I had a hard time finding ground lamb, so I haven't made it in a while. Of course, my daughter was furious that I made it when she wasn't here because it's also one of her favorites. I should have bought a whole bunch when I found it. I froze it. All right, ooh, I almost forgot the word he, y'all. Now I've got the Santa song in my head. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. I used to love singing that to my kids. They didn't care that I don't sing well. Just saying. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. And then we'll do, well, let's check. No, we're gonna do the leaves first. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a little one. I'm looking for a wee one, a wee squeegee. For the green, I'm just using Meadow. These are all inks because I am going to heat set this to make it permanento. Ooh, I almost went off the edge. I don't know that you really need to heat set wine bags. Are people really gonna wash them? But you know what? If I'm making it as a gift, I'm going to go the extra mile and make sure that if they want to wash it, they can wash it. I'm much more particular with my projects when I know that I'm giving them away. Yeah, soup is good when you're not feeling well. I made a big turkey breast the other night, which was also delicious, if I do say so. And so I have the carcass, so I'm gonna make some homemade turkey soup, another one of my son's favorites. He's enjoying being an only child while my daughter is away. I'm making all of his favorite meals, getting him all of his favorite snacks. But I'm so excited, you guys. My daughter's coming home Friday for the weekend. I haven't seen her since August. Anyway, so excited. All right, I'm gonna grab my little tool and I'm gonna do the berries. My first time using Jolene, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. I'm not really sure why they picked the name Jolene though. In all honesty, I would have picked like a wine name. We do have a paste called Cabernet, so I guess they couldn't do that. But this is very much the color of a Cabernet, of a cab. I'm a Chard girl. I like a good cab in the winter, but I am a Chardonnay gal. It's my go-to. KJ, Kendall Jackson, in case you ever need to buy me a wine gift. Kendall Jackson Chardonnay is my favorite. Just saying. Sorry, I don't know what is wrong with me today. I know, Joanne, I'm so excited. But you know what, Joanne? She's not liking Penn State. She's talking about transferring. Considering she's been sick the entire time she's been there, it has not been, and she got a crazy roommate in the beginning. It has not been a positive experience at all. And I feel bad because it's such a great school. And we're like, oh, Dan, try to stick it out. And that girl gets something in her head, forget about it. Oh, look how cute that is. Ooh, I think I need more black. Take a sneak peek because fabric's got a weave in it. Now with ink, you can take your time. You can totally take your time. You haven't seen your daughter in 2 years, but you FaceTime. Oh, that's so sweet. I know, FaceTime is really a blessing. That and then that little locator thingy where I can look and see where her dot is so I know that she's home safe and sound. You know what I'm talking about? You put the little locator button on. Cracks me up because when she's walking, it like moves along when she's walking to class. But that gives me peace of mind. And the fact that she doesn't mind that I do it. I told her it will help with my anxiety. So I can see if she's in her dorm. Especially when she was so sick. I was freaked out. You guys, this is so cute. He sees you when you're drinking. But W doesn't want to get covered. It's fine. Ooh, totally messed up on that part. It needs lots of love. Can you hear my birds out there? It's so beautiful out today, you guys. It is so beautiful considering it was so nasty earlier. Okay, I think that's good. Now we're gonna move on down to the Jolene. She has had a tough start. University of Georgia, she won't go south. She hates the heat. She melts. The girl's from China. She melts in the heat. So she wants to go to Colorado. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, I was born in Colorado. My parents met. My mom just bolted out to Denver with her girlfriend from Long Island and met my dad there, had my brother and I. I mean, Denver is near and dear to my heart, and I love Colorado. And she's got a lot of friends out there. My niece just moved out there, like literally this week. My nephew's moving out there, so I totally understand why. You guys, this color is gorgeous. It's kind of got a little bit of a, you know how the shimmers have a little bit of a gritty kind of a feel? It's kind of got that vibe. It's got a little bit of a different texture. It's highly, highly pigmented, but it's beautiful. I can't wait to see what it looks like on the fabric. Don't go off the edge. It'll be quite apparent. Anyway, so we'll be discussing a lot of things this weekend when she's home. She's already applied to transfer to Colorado State, Colorado at Boulder, University of Denver, which I already told her I don't want her going there. It's in the city. I'm not comfortable with that. Which she wasn't happy about, but I'm like, I'm sorry. New. Cities just don't seem to be safe these days, so nope. And then also Indiana. We have a lot of family that went there. So I don't know what's happening, but whatever it is, we will deal with it. I just wish she would stay. Penn State is such a fantastic school. She may. Now that she's finally healthy again. She's made some really nice friends, which is really, really wonderful. Oh, wow. I love Colorado. When I was in my corporate days, ooh, that popped up, you guys. Ooh, that popped up. It's not all the way down. In my corporate days, my corporate headquarters was right outside of Denver. So I used to go there a couple times a month. So I know the Denver airport very well. It's huge. And we're big Broncos fans. Which is kind of strange because, you know, we live in Maryland. Well, we're also Washington fans, but I always used to bring my kids home. Oops, I got some Jolene in my buttons, you guys. I always used to bring my kids Broncos stuff home from business trips, and so they became big Broncos fans. All right, I know I'm taking too long, you guys. I'm almost done. Y'all are probably like, okay, lady, any day now. I probably should have done it all one color, Donna, like you said. I got some Jolene in one of my buttons, y'all. Should I just do the buttons and Jolene and stop being so silly and taking forever? Well, now that I've gone this far, I may as well finish it. You know? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, get that excess off. We've got enough on there for 17 projects. Gracious sakes, you guys. You could easily do this in one color. If I'm making this look difficult, you could totally do this all, you could do the whole thing in black and it would be beautiful. Or the whole thing in Jolene, or the whole thing in red. Ever makes your heart happy. As I always say, you do you. All right, let's get those done in black, for goodness sakes. We'll just use the same tool again. Anyway, do you guys have any questions about anything? I'm just like jabbering on here. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Do you guys like the idea of making your own wine bags? Ooh, you know what we should do for a Tidbit Tuesday? We should do, I have a tutorial, but I could do them again if you want. And I make little beaded garland wine bottle toppers. And it doesn't have to be wine. If your friends are not wine drinkers, you could put a really nice bottle of olive oil or a fancy vinegar. There are other things. You could even stuff it with cookies and just make it a gift bag. It doesn't have to necessarily be wine. And then this part's gonna be black because it's his belt. I'm anxious to see the Jolene color, you guys. I have not made anything. I almost dipped that in my Jolene. Gracious sakes, y'all. Keep me straight. Y'all keep me straight. You guys do a good job of keeping me on my toes. Telling me when I miss stuff, which I so appreciate. So appreciate. They make a nice gift along with the wine. I think so too, because obviously they're reusable. I reuse my gift bags when people give me. Do y'all reuse your gift bags? I totally reuse my gift bags. I have a ginormous bag filled with gift bags that I've been given. Totally reuse them. That's what they're for, right? That's what we're supposed to do. That's why pretty much nobody ever writes on the little tag that comes on your gift bags. Did you know? Well, at least none of my friends do, because everybody knows that we all reuse them. So nobody writes on the little tags so that you can reuse them. Alrighty. Now, put your excess back in your jar. Do a finger check because I always get black on me. Now we need to do the very bottom part in Jolene, and we will see how it looks. Got a little bit of black in the Jolene part, but again, we do not stress the small stuff. Life is too short to stress the small stuff. It's all good in the neighborhood. It's homemade, which is, you know, homemade things are not always 100% perfect. And I think everybody is totally fine with that. Especially if you're giving it to friends. You know, they're not going to be judgy. So the word for today, if you're hopping on late, is wine. W-I-N-E. And I put together a bundle with 2 wine bags and then both of the stencils. You can totally remove anything you don't want. If you only want 1 wine bag, just put the thing in on 1 instead of 2. And if you only want 1 of the stencils, just click remove on the one you don't want. Easy peasy. And if you need help with anything, just let me know. I can always make you a custom link. I make them for people all the time. All right, here we go. I didn't think this would take so long, you guys. I thought this was going to be like a extremely, all right, the next one we're doing in 1 color. So I can show you how easy it can be. So it's good to show things a couple of different ways. That's what I'm thinking anyway, is if I can show you ones that maybe are a little bit more intricate, but I can also show you that you can do it one and done. That's what we call it when you just do it in 1 color. Because one and dones are also beautiful. And if you'll notice, when you go to like high-end boutiques and they sell like really beautiful wine bags and totes and tea towels, they're almost always in 1 color and it's black. You got this the other day, Joanne. Isn't it beautiful? It's so cute too. Oops. I didn't get my swooshies. I didn't get my swooshies well enough, y'all. Oh, the swooshies are distressed. Note to self, y'all. The swooshies at the top are distressed. So you might think you missed a spot. Oh my gosh, you guys. Always do a finger check. I almost made a big faux pas. A big boo-boo. Gracious sakes. Oh, because I stuck my fingers in the berries. And now I'm finding black spots that I missed. Always do sneak peeks because you can always add where you've missed. That swooshy is still not very strong. Oh gosh, you guys. I'm sorry. Hot Mess Express. I hope I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Tell me you all do this too. Please, please make me feel better. You know what it is? It's the squeegee. I got black on the squeegee. So you know what? I'll just get another squeegee. Oh, but that's not for the black. It's for the Jolene. Oh, okay. It's okay. But my squeegee, or my squiggly doesn't look like it's, unless it's supposed to be like that. Anyway. You think it will, you think yours will be a one and done after watching me? After watching me? All right, the squiggly thing is totally distressed, you guys. So don't stress that. There's also distressed in his little suit. And I did a miserable job around the berries. I mean the buttons. So don't do that. Do your buttons. Do it all in one. It's still really cute. How did I miss so much? It's still really cute. Do your buttons all in black, guys. All right, you know what? I'm not stressing this. I'm just going to pull this off. It's not perfect, and I'm okay with that because you know what? I can always go after the fact and color it in with a paintbrush. So that's another thing you can do. If you have where I goofed like this, do a one and done, bottom line. But look how cute that is. So I'm just going to take a paintbrush and see the bottom where it's not completely filled in. Ain't no big deal. Why am I talking like that? Anyway, I can just take a paintbrush and voila, totally fixable. So I tell you guys all the time, don't stress the small stuff because there's always a solution. And you can get your paintbrush and just paint in the areas that you missed, which I'm going to get a fine one and go around those buttons and make it more perfect. But look at that color. Can we just say, oh my gosh, Jolene, 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 Jolene. Look at that color. And it glimmers. Can you see it glimmering? Is that adorable or what? I would be excited when I got this. Oh, that's a good idea. Joanne says you can always put buttons on. I love that idea. Or maybe even little bells. I don't know. Nora, type in the word wine, W-I-N-E, and it will send you a link to all the supplies as well as to the sale that ends today in the Chalk Spot for buy two, get one free, but you gotta put all three in. Buy three, get one free. I love that idea, Joanne. I love it, love it, love it. Anyway, I think it's adorbs. Put buttons on it. Okay, I'll have to go find some little black buttons. I do not have any little black buttons, but I will find some. Yet another thing I'll probably have to order from Amazon, my daily. All right, so let's put this to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out, well, I'm gonna let it sit for a second. All right, so now let's do a one and done. Let's do a one and done. I think, what do you guys think? Yes, Joanne, everybody loves your idea. Thanks, Rhonda. I'm thinking this one's pretty hilarious. Life happens, wine helps. Do you want me to do that? Let's do that one, because I can show you a one and done. Thanks, Denise. I want to show you a one and done to show you how easy peasy this can be. And then, so do you guys want to learn how to make the wine garland toppers. I mean, they're not earth-shattering, trust me. They're very, very easy. But again, they just add a little something more to your gift to make it special. Oh, pom-poms, black pom-poms, that's a cute idea. Would you do black pom-poms or white pom-poms? All right, I got another little ink mat. And you know what I'm gonna do? The same thing with this one. I'm gonna cut off the corners so that I can get it down and nestle it down in there. But let me show you how easy these can be. And you can crank out a ton of these and make a lot of gifts, you guys. And these are very reasonably priced. They're $3 for designers. So they're $6, I think they're $6 for retail, and then Perks get 30% off, so they're very reasonably priced. Yep, use whatever you have, that's true. I've got so much stuff I don't need to be ordering black buttons, but I can find something. I could literally even cut little pieces of black fabric or ribbon. All right, so I got my little feller in there. So what do you guys think about this one? Do you guys like the Life Happens, Wine Helps? I think it's adorbs. I know my girlfriends will love it. And these are gonna be gifts, so. These make really good gifts, like if you're going to a party and you want to bring, your hostess. Oh, felt, good idea. I have black felt. I did cut the corners. See, it went right straight in there. Anyway, I think they make really good hostess gifts because, you're going to bring a bottle of wine. You may as well put it in a wine bag that you made, and you can just say, I made that myself. I made that for you. We're going to do it in black, you guys. You like that one? I think it's adorable. Oh, I'm going to get a new black squeegee. This one is a hot mess, and that's why I have black everywhere. All right. You're such a good girl. Did you cut to fit the wine bottle holder? I did, Brenda. I cut, I have a million of these, so I just cut one into like shapes that would fit, and then I ended up cutting the corners off of it to go down like this so that it fits in perfectly. You could totally do this. You just wiped black on your forehead? My forehead or my forehand? Well, look at that. How did I do that? Oh, okay. Stick with me, kids. Oh my gosh. Never a dull moment around here, friends. How did you even see that? Good thing I have bangs. I know, Cindy. I just realized that. I didn't. It's okay. Y'all laugh away. I think it's hilarious. Oh, that's a good one. How did I do that? Hey, Ann, you just missed me having to wipe black ink off my forehead. Stick with me, kids, for more tips. I'm entertaining. Well, you're welcome. I'm here all day. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know what is wrong with me today. I am in like a really goofball mood. All right, we're just gonna do a one and done on this one, y'all. Light touch. We're gonna just go lightly covering our wine glass, because the other one was not a one and done and it took me forever, but that's okay. It's fine to be able to do it both ways, right? I wanted to show y'all Jolene because I hadn't used it yet, and then today's the last day you can get it. It's gorgeous, so if you haven't, I would grab it. And it's ink. We don't have many ink colors that are perfect for the holidays. That would also be really pretty for Valentine's Day. Sounds like I'm in a bird sanctuary. All right, there's some distressing in this one too, y'all. You thought you saw black on my forehead, but you thought it might be a shadow. No, it was ink. Oh my goodness, I'm glad you told me that. Can you imagine? Well, not, it was like super visible because I do have bangs. My hairstylist, she's my friend. She's not just my hairstylist. I've been going to her for 20 something years. Anyway, she calls bangs bang talks because you can hide your, little lines between your eyes and save money on Botox. So she calls them bang talks. I've had bangs my whole, well, not my whole life, but most of my adult life. And I've tried to grow them out and it just, I don't like the look. Some people think that it's something you shouldn't do when you get older, but I don't care. Actually, I told her yesterday to give me heavier bangs. I like them. Okay, then we're gonna do a sneak peek. Because again, there's these wine bags are really high quality. So they've got they're very, very thick. So they have a very kind of thick weave. All right, let's take a peek. Let's get some on here just in case we need some love. Ooh, we need some love right there. Sometimes I get a little nervous towards the edges and don't have a, all right, now this is on the side right here where I'm trying to put some extra, it's built in distress. So sometimes you feel like you've missed spots, but you haven't. It's just the distressedness of the design. Get a little bit more. If I'm missing your comments, look at you before. Yeah, they covered your forehead wrinkles. I'm telling you, that's why she calls it bang talks. Don't you think that's funny? So sometimes you just got to give extra love when you're working on fabric. Don't sweat it. That's why it's really good to take your time and do a sneak peek, because you can add a little extra love where it's needed. Get a little dab more. Woo. Okay, I think there's a lot of distressing in the words, so I know in the eye there is. Oh, that's an F. It's built in. The eye, that's all distressed. It's supposed to be like that. I can see it in the transfer. So don't sweat it. Sometimes it's good to go two ways, like go all one way and then go the other way, because then you can really get into the weave. Just don't go, if you're nervous about going off the edge, just put some placement tape down there. It does make you kind of have a little bit more of a peace of mind. And that eye is supposed to be like that, you guys. You're probably looking at me like, your eye needs work, your eye needs work. But it really is supposed to be like that. And I think the E is too, even though I'm trying to add more. Get a little bit more. Anyway, don't you guys think these are cute? I love making my own gifts. And that's why I love ink. I don't know why they made the eyes so distressed. I love making ink projects like tea towels and t-shirts and all of the things, because they make really fun gifts. And I think people really appreciate it when you give them something that you've made. You know? It shows love. My glasses are falling off. The weaves in the tote bag need extra love. Yeah, and the tote bags I think are very similar in material to these wine bags. They're nice and thick and high quality. I don't know why they did the eyes so weird. All right, enough. I don't know why I make that voice. Like I did any great feat. There goes into my bowl of water. Ink dry slowly, but you don't ever want to let it dry in your transfer stencil because it will be ruined. So take your time. You can take your time doing your project, but then you want to make sure you get them in water to your sink or your bowl or whatever you have right away. It's imperative. Imperative. Anyway, so now I will finish painting this one up later, but look at how cute that is. One and done. Life happens. Wine helps. And so when you go to boutiques, this is what you see. You see everything done in just simple black. I love homemade gifts too. Yeah, I used a brush on this one, and because I'd missed some spots, and I'll go back and do it more, but I'm not going to do it right now because I just don't want to be on too long. And I need a finer tip, and I'm going to put something on those buttons, either felt or buttons or fabric. I'm not sure, but I'll do that. I know, isn't it adorable? I really love that one. I'm gonna make a bunch of this. I'm gonna put this on tea towels. Wouldn't that be cute to give a tea towel as well? Thanks, Brenda. Now look. So you can take your little, I'm just gonna give you a little, I got some cellophane-y stuff that I found. And you can throw some of that in your little bag. You can get tissue paper, throw it in your bag. And then got a bottle of vino, which is really weird. This is my favorite Kendall Jackson, but for some strange reason, they changed their label short term to make it like a basketball thing. You know what, I'm gonna take this out and then put the bottle in first. So you can see. And again, like I said, if you don't drink wine, your friends don't drink wine, you could get a really nice bottle of olive oil, a fancy vinegar. You could put like a nice soap in there, or you could fill it with cookies. And then I would just maybe take some ribbon. This is one of the gajillion things of ribbon I got at Hobby Lobby. Craziness. They had such great stuff, you guys. And everything was 50% off. I thought this was really pretty because it's a really deep red. I have other reds that aren't really, really deep, but I just tie like a bow. You could also do one of my little wine topper garlands, and that makes it look really festive and fun. But I just like you could even just tie a knot. You could put a little sprig of something in there. You could like add like a wine opener. Here, let's do this. Wired ribbon is so amazing. Makes it look fun and festive, doesn't it? You could put a little piece of holly in there. But look how fun that is for a gift. Easy peasy. Ooh, stuck my finger in my Jolene. Wait for it to be done. Where is my wipe? I've lost it. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let's take this out of here. I didn't bring a ribbon up here for this one, but you could totally do, again, you could just grab another KJ. I'm not an NBA fan, so I'm not really understanding why they didn't do like NFL or something. And I've got some red tissue paper. This is just what I grabbed last minute from my gift closet, where I have all of my bags and my, you could do that. And then you could do some gold ribbon, or you could get some black ribbon. Just use whatever you have handy. This would be really cute, you guys, with like a buffalo check. I said wine opener as you were saying corkscrew. Yeah, a corkscrew. I have a fancy Pampered Chef one that is Bluetooth. You can charge it with, Bluetooth, and it push the button, it goes, and it even lights up. Pampered Chef. I've given several of those as gifts as well because they're so fun and they're fantastic. Pampered Chef's been around forever. Anyway, look at how fun it is to make little kind of corkscrews out of your, let's see. What do y'all think? Aren't they fun? I think they're good gifts. So that's our project today, my friends. The word for today is wine, W-I-N-E. And if you want to get to the chalk spot, today's the last day for the sale. And it's just say spot, or you can say wine, because there's a link to the chalk spot in there. And it's buy two, get one free, but you got to put all three in your cart, and one will be zeroed out. And that ends tonight at midnight. It's a really good deal. Those services are fantastic. Very reasonably priced. And then today and tomorrow only, this is brand new, free shipping on orders of $50 or more. Today and tomorrow only. And I'm going to be doing, let me get those transfers out here. These are, you can't order these. Isn't that cute? It says Happy Holidays, Seasons Greetings, and then it's got that awesome stripe. And then this one is Santa playing the piano. I'm going to be giving you can't order these. This is for if you're having a workshop. And I was doing a workshop, so I have an extra set of these. So I'm going to be, look at this one. How gorgeous is this Christmas barn? Anyway, I'm going to do customer appreciation. And I'm going to give it another week. So anyone that has ordered from my site this month and all the way through next week, I'm going to do drawings and give these away for free as Happy Mail. And if you're a Perks member, you get 2 entries. So anyway, I'm going to be giving these away. You can't buy them. They're only exclusive to doing workshops. But I have an extra set, so I'm giving some to you. Anyway, so customer appreciation, because I appreciate y'all so much. You help my little business, and it's so appreciated. So any orders that, if you've already placed an order this month, you're going to go in, and then all the way through this week, and then through next week. I'll pull next Friday for all 3 winners. So that's that. I feel like it has been a while since I've had a giveaway, so that's what we're going to do. So anyway, that's it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know it's not my normal time. Thank you, Joanne. The word for today is wine, W-I-N-E. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. I'm always available. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on Friday. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 12 noon Eastern. So I'll see you guys Friday at noon. And my baby girl will be going home Friday. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.